I have an idea of something I want to create. I want to plot a 2-day track that provides the experience of what I believe to be Central Florida's top off-road destinations. The track would include 3 wildlife management areas of the Withlacoochee State Forest and the Ocala National Forest. The track would begin in the southeastern portion of Richloam Wildlife Management Area to travel up to the northwest to the Richloam Old General Store and Postal Office. You'd probably have lunch there, and you would definitely check out the store. The track would then take you on to Richloam Wildlife Management Area, where you would stop and do a little bit of light off-roading. Continuing on, you would stop at Citrus Wildlife Management Area. You would set up camp at the Holder Mine Campground and do probably a couple of night runs and potentially some more off-roading in the morning. The second day is to go up to Ocala, enter the Ocala National Forest on the west side, and travel down to the southeastern portion to then exit through after the day is over. I'm here today at Richloam Wildlife Management Area. I have been here before. It is very rich and swampy. And being that I don't know what I'm getting myself into today, I've left the dogs at home. Tracy was unable to make it out today. It's probably the worst time for me to try to do this because it has been raining for the last week and a half. But it's also probably the best time for me to try to do this because if I'm able to get through some of these areas today in some of the worst conditions, then chances are it's going to be a good, viable track for the rest of the year that will potentially be able to be gotten through at just about any time of the year. So I can definitely guarantee you we're going to be finding some mud today. It probably will be eventful, and you know, we're just going to get into it and just start exploring. I've entered Richloam in the southeastern portion. It's off of 565 is the most southeastern road that I was able to find. And what I'm looking for today are forest roads, posted forest roads, to make this a legitimate track. So right here, the first one that continues us straight west is FR Elmer's Road. And it says Forest Road is open, so we're gonna take this one and see where it goes. Well, I just got stuck for the first time today, and I don't think it's going to be the last time either. So I'm going to err on the side of caution here and go ahead and put my water boots on. Just had to get out of the truck in the middle of a water hole and take my boots off, take my socks off, and walk through barefoot. So we're going to go ahead and slap on the water boots and just assume we're doing this for the rest of the day. All right. So I've been on this trail for about an hour now, and it's just about been everything I was looking for. It's definitely gone from southeast to northwest. It's been very doable. A lot of the water holes have been deep, but they all have nice hard sand bottoms and they haven't been too deep. And either way, everything has just about a go around. But I do believe we found our first impasse of the day. That is all water as far as I can see. There was a fork in the road a little ways back. I'm gonna double back and see what the other direction has in store and try to figure out how I'm gonna continue on down. But so far so good, so let's go check it out. Okay, so I took the other path down the fork, and rather than it being wet, it gets real sticky muddy. I've now gotten the truck stuck, and I'm kind of limited on options for winching. We're going to have to try to use that small tree there. It'll probably be fine. The other thing about this side of the fork is that this side started going back southeast again. So I'm gonna get unstuck, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna see how, if it maybe turns direction again. But if it keeps going south, I don't think this is the way that I want to be going. And there we are. Okay, so we are back to path number 1 in the forks. Path number 2 just kept getting worse. It kept getting muddier and just kept getting way more sketchy. Like I said, I'm trying to find a path that's viable to easily do. So that just doesn't fit. Now, I'm back at path number 1. What I'm gonna do, because I'm almost out of time for the day, the sun's starting to go back down and I still don't have my path through. So I now have to turn around and go back the way I came, and I do believe that's going to take me about an hour, hour and a half to do that. So I've come back to path number 1, and I'm going to send the drone out and see just about how long this actually is, and see if I can tell how deep it is with the drone, and kind of decide from there whether or not I even want to come back down this forest road, or just try to decide whether or not this forest road is possible or not possible. Next time we'll choose a different one. Okay, so as you saw, it's pretty long. I am just gonna test it real quick. I'm gonna creep in and see where it comes up to on the truck. It's not very likely, but maybe it's not very deep. But either way, I'm kind of getting the feeling that this route isn't going to be the route that I choose. So I'm gonna have to come back out here and just do more exploring. Okay, so that was actually a lot further than I thought I'd be able to get. The water still only came to the bottom of the doors. Chances are it really is just a bad time to do this, being that it's rained for a week and a half. But for right now, I'm gonna call it quits. It's about 5:30, the sun's going down, and that's just asking for trouble. I'm not gonna push my luck. So I hope you've enjoyed exploring Richloam with me, and I'll kind of poke around on the map a little bit afterwards and see if this is the route that we want to take. It's been absolutely perfect so far. It's gone southeast to northwest like I've been wanting it to. But for right now, I'm just gonna turn around and we'll see you later.